All right, I am recording. All right, cool. So here goes the quick fire version. I'm going to skip across a few things just to get everything like super fast. All right, Contact Smarter, what is it? What does it do? It is an automated 3-channel follow-up software that helps professionals to basically turn their leads into calls, okay, through automation. So when you log in, here's the dashboard that you see, right? You're basically going to see any unread conversations that you need to dive into, any prospects that have come in recently, if you set up any reminders for yourself, along with just some overview of what you've accomplished in the last week. Inside of this, we've got the campaigns. The campaigns is where the core functionality of the automation happens, right? So in here, you're able to set up your entire follow-up process, right? The SMS, the email. You can set up voicemail drops. So it's like super simple, right? You select when you want them to go out, you hit the record button, and once you're done, you click the save button, and it gets added into the follow-up process, okay? The tool also allows for different levels of reporting so that you can actually see what is your response rate. You can see what's your response rate on each message inside of the automation. If you have team members or people under you inside of the platform, clients, referral partners, salespeople, you can see how long is it taking them to respond back to the leads inside of the tool as well. There's a few other things in here, but I'm going to just carry on because there's just so much to talk about. And again, I'm like trying to do like a super quick rundown. Once the leads come in, and you can use Zapier to bring them in from wherever you're getting leads, you bring them into the tool through Zapier. And at that point is when the automation starts to kick in, and you can basically see everybody that you have inside of the tool, and you can filter through the entire list as well. And if you click on any of them, then you're going to see the entire conversation that's ongoing with that prospect, along with everything that's coming in from that prospect through their phone. You're going to see all the information for that lead on the right-hand side. And when we're generating leads, we like to bring in any additional information that we capture. We'll actually push it in as a note. So we'll know what they answered if we're doing a survey funnel or something like that. We'll actually have all of the information accessible here on the desktop app, as well as on the mobile version as well. So you can set up reminders so that the tool will let you know, hey, call this prospect at XYZ time or anything like that, as well as tags to make it easier to filter through, respond back to leads, etc. From inside of the tool, you can also email, text, call, all that good stuff direct from inside of the application. And inside of the app, you can also do outbound. So you can import past customers. You can send out broadcasts, right? So if you filter the list and you come in here, you can choose to send out emails or text messages to everyone you've selected. And you can also select to call them using our auto dial functionality, so that you can look at the conversation history, call them, and take notes, and just go one by one, right? And just kind of like hammer through all the calls you have to do today in a quick, efficient manner, right? So that's like the quick summary of the automation. And then there's a lot of, there's some really cool user management functionality as well. So on top of like the ability that we have from the reporting, you can also add in users here underneath you. So if somebody is a team lead, if someone's, whether it's a loan officer, a realtor, an insurance agent, a financial advisor, it doesn't, like, if people are working leads, this is being used. It's like we've got tons of industries on this now. And basically you can add customers under you, you can add any of them underneath you, and you have full visibility into what they're doing on the platform, which is super useful if you are leading a group, or if you have clients, you can actually go in and actually look at, are they working the leads? What do they need? And it's super simple to add additional users underneath you. You basically fill out the form, give us, the name, email, phone number, and you select any campaigns that you want to copy into their account. You click add and you're done. Does those campaigns have merge fields? It basically customizes itself for that client. So you don't actually have to do anything, and you're ready to go. So if you're an agency or, like anything like that, your setup time for a new client is super fast. You basically fill out this form, the system takes care of buying the phone number, connecting everything on the back end, and you're basically just ready to push some leads in through Zapier. Now, there's another way to distribute leads, which is super powerful. That's the lead round robin functionality. And lead round robin, what it does is it distributes the leads amongst people, right? So if you have a team of individuals underneath you, you can essentially give this a name, whatever it is, and you can select the campaigns from inside of your account or inside of the accounts of any of the users underneath you. And when you select create, you can then push the leads into this round robin campaign from Zapier into this round robin, and this will take care of distributing the leads amongst everybody else, okay? Which allows you to basically run one ad for an entire group of people rather than having to run maybe 8 ads for a group of 8 people. You can just run one ad, optimize one funnel, one campaign, and still be generating leads for a lot of people. So it's just far more efficient in terms of use of time, effort, etc. Okay, we also have the mobile application. So on the mobile app, full ability to text, email, call. You have all the stats, the full conversation histories, everything that you already saw from inside of the conversations. That's going to be showing up inside of the mobile application as well. What else is important? Force call. Force call is a new functionality that's super important. So force call has been amazing for us. So I have an agency. This is how it all started, right? So I have a digital marketing agency, and my clients weren't following up on the leads, and they were blaming me for it and saying that the leads were not good quality. And I would have 2-3 clients getting the same lead flow, right? And just and then I'd have another 1 or 2 clients complaining about the lead quality, and I was like, what's going on? And I couldn't even prove that they just weren't following up on the leads. I suspected it, but I had no way of proving it. Once the software created and I figured out, and I had figured it out, and I was like, look, these guys just aren't doing their work and they're blaming me for it. So I figured I was going to automate it, right? So I automated the 3-channel follow-up and went from, most of them were getting responses of maybe 5 to 10%, which seems to be the industry average. Once we automated it so that literally as soon as the lead came in, we were sending out, voicemail drop, text message, email. The next day, another text message, another voicemail. The day after that, it was just on point follow-up every single time. The response rate shot up above 40%, right? And we've seen that, consistently across the board. But even after that, I still had some clients that weren't doing the follow-up because human beings, So, and I'm the kind of guy that I'm going to be like, well, if my client has a problem, it's my problem, right? So I was like, well, how they want to get on a phone call, but they're not doing the follow-up. What can I do? So I figured I'm going to make the phone ring. So I created force call. What does that do? When the lead comes in, if you activated the functionality, when the lead comes in, it actually rings your phone. You hear a voice that says, hey, KJ, there's a new lead inside of the VA Homes campaign, and the lead's name is Cindy. Would you like to talk to Cindy? Press 1. When you press the number 1, it dials Cindy and tries to get you on the phone as soon as possible, so that as soon as that lead comes through the opt-in, your phone is ringing and you're hopefully on the phone a minute after. Right. Because we know from experience that the more we wait, the colder the lead is going to get.
Yeah, true.
So I need to get that phone to ring ASAP. So I'm literally I'm forcing my clients and the agents and everybody, I'm just forcing their phone to ring and basically forcing their hand to actually do the follow-up that they're supposed to do anyways. Yeah. So we've got all these different functionalities. I know that I've been going through this rapid fire. We also have some amazing commissions on it. So we're giving 50% commissions for life off of this thing with a 2-tier plan where so anybody you bring onto the platform, you get half of it. And then if they bring anybody on, you get half of that first payment. So basically I lose money first month whenever somebody comes on board. And then I basically make more money for other people than I make for myself, right? Because as an affiliate, you get 50% with no costs. I keep 50%, but I have costs, right? So we made a conscious decision that everyone else is going to make more money off of this than we are. That's just how we decided to do this. And I think it's fantastic. It's been wonderful. So that's we've got the affiliate plan, which is super easy and just you don't have to do anything except talk about how great this is. And we do a lot. We're super happy to talk about it because I freaking love this thing. But also there's an unlimited white label plan as well. So we can slap your domain on it, put your branding on it, and then in that model, you don't even pay us per user, right? You just pay us a license fee, and you basically have your own software, and then you make money off of your users and charge them however much you want, right? So like we're just like legitimately like, guys, go make money off of this. This is a great tool. We're just gonna keep using the money that you pay us in the licensing fees to keep building this tool up to be like the most amazing thing we've ever thought about. So that's kind of it. All right, I went through like the rapid fire version and I kept it to like less than 10 minutes. And I know Cody has to hop off in like a minute or two. And I also obviously want to focus in on whatever questions you might have. I'm sure at this point you've got plenty. So, all right, go for it. Rapid fire. What are your questions?
All right. Okay. So, like, do you have any, normally as an affiliate, when I'm promoting something, the best thing, personally, I think, which works most is providing users different scenarios to my customers. For example, if my readers are in affiliate marketing, I'll try to, create case studies based on how they can use your software and take advantage of it. For example, if we have lead generation campaigns or people who are generating leads for local businesses. So now what we want to do is, do you have any case studies or content, marketing plan or something like that, content marketing report or, industry report, which can be helpful?
Absolutely.
For example, you can have brochures and stuff like that. Do you have any kind of these things?
Yeah, so we can and I'm happy to like customize and create. Like if you tell me that you know that something's gonna work, I'll have my team build it, right? Because I'm here for you guys. Like that's always how I think. So so we can do plenty of demonstrations of, like, I know Cody, who's on this call, like he's got campaigns that have like response rates of like over 70%, right? So response rates of our average is over 40%. So there's plenty of campaigns in the system with really high response rates. We know that Zillow leads and that type of stuff are wherever people are getting leads from, right? Whether it's loan officers, real estate, like there's people on, but their response rates on internet leads tends to legitimately, it's like 5 to 10%, something like that, maybe 15 on a good day. So most people on their own will never actually get to like 40%, 50%, 60%. It's the power of like the perfect follow-up automation, right? Because humans aren't perfect, right? Like if you're with your family, you're eating dinner and a lead comes in, are you gonna stop to like send an email, a text message, and a voicemail to that lead? No, your wife would kill you. You'd end up in a divorce. Nobody wants to do that. And nor should you have to. But that lead should get that experience regardless of whether you're doing it or not, right? That lead should get the follow-up. The lead should feel cared for, nurtured, should be building rapport with you, and they just don't know it's not you, right? It's a little AI bot, if you will. It's a little robot of you online going like, okay, KJ told me to send a message 5 minutes after, here we go. Text message, right? And it sounds exactly like you because you wrote it. Right? And we have offered templates and different things, but you have full control over that message. So yeah, it's extremely powerful, and we can absolutely run through case studies of people who've succeeded, who have dramatically increased their response rate, or we can do like we can show you some results of just studies we've done on like what is good effective follow-up, right? So most people don't have to be able to say, look, it's super important for you to message your lead within 15 minutes of them opting in, right? We know that because we actually have the stats. We know the people who aren't following up within 15 and the people who are following up within 15 minutes. And we know it makes a massive difference. We know that the majority of responses are going to come in the first 48 hours. We know that 97% of responses come within the first week, right? If a lead has not responded back to you within the first week, you have about a 3% chance of actually hearing anything back from them, right? Based off of our stats, generalized. Maybe there's one lead source out there that's different. There's always, but generally speaking, if you don't actually get someone to respond back in the first week, they're probably not going to respond back, right? So they're probably
true.
So these types of stats are absolutely stuff that we can talk about, educate on, And our approach is super educational, right? I don't believe in like hard pitches or anything like that. I'm all about just adding value, helping people, because I feel like that's just the best way to build trust in a good, warm community, and that always pays dividends.
Yeah, sure.
So yeah. So whatever like education or things that I could do for your audience, I'm absolutely down for that. That's super exciting.
All right, perfect. Okay, so I think that's all the only question I had. So what we can do is I'll have a look at it in details, and watch video again as well, and look at the product as well, and make some notes, and get back to you about it if I have any more questions and things.
Sure.
How do you think about that?
Yeah, absolutely. I can get you on the platform. There's a 7-day free trial, so legitimately you can just literally go to, or we can get you a link. I know Cody can send you a link as well. Whatever you'd like to do is cool. And then we can follow up later on in the week. You can shoot me an email, or Messenger is actually the best place to reach me right now. So if you could just shoot me a messenger, I'm happy to answer any questions.
Perfect. Okay, so what we can do is we can probably, because you see this coming weekend I'm traveling, and so how about if we catch up around next Friday?
Cool. So here would be the only thing that I just more of like keeping it in mind. So I do have, so the pricing model for this, I've got several different offers, right? So I've got the what I like to call the inbound plan, or the basic plan, which is $150 per user. On that plan, that gives you the 3-channel follow-up, but it does not give you the dialing functionality, the import, the broadcast, the force call. So anything like phone related, like that, or outbound related, it doesn't include in the basic package at $150 a month. There's a $200 per month per user. That one includes import, broadcast, phone, all of that. The next plan above that is the unlimited white label. That's the one where we brand it as you pay me a licensing fee, and you handle any users that you want on the platform. You handle the support, you handle the billing, you handle the cost of the messaging, right? I literally plug in your Twilio, your Slide Broadcast, your SendGrid on the back end, and you basically have your software tool, and you're paying me a licensing fee. That's going to be $300 a month per team, right? Currently, it's $200 a month per team for about until the end of April. Okay,
right.
So giving you the heads up that offer, if you want that offer to be pushed to your audience and your crowd, if you feel like that's something that's useful and beneficial to them, then just keep that timeline in your mind, so that we can, But that would be the only thing. Other than that, then absolutely.
All right. Perfect. So I'll look into it in details and get back to you about it, because I need to first of all understand how my audience can fit in, how can I pitch them and make proper scenarios, and based on that, I'll get back to you.
Yeah, and again, I'm happy to go over everything. My entire thing is always to try to do the right thing by people. I'm super happy to like answer any questions, brainstorm with you. And if I feel like, honestly, if we were to talk and you're like, well, I don't know, I'd be like, look, if it's not the right fit for you or your people, that's absolutely fine. I know from my experience how useful this has been as an agency owner, how the impact it's had on loan officers, realtors, insurance agents, like all of these people. So because of that, then it's like, I'm super excited to talk to people about this.
One more question. Sorry about that. Is it any do you think there is any application in affiliate marketing? For example, can affiliates use it somehow? I think those who maintain mailing lists, I think they can use it.
Absolutely. I mean, honestly, if you are collecting someone's phone number, email, like here you go, right? Like follow up is follow up, right? You can, and having it all in a single system that's super easy to use, and having a mobile application where literally from the go you can text, email, call, You have all the prospect information, the notes, everything inside of your phone, so that from the go you can handle all of this. Yeah, absolutely. Affiliate marketers can use it. Anybody who has a list that has, look, if all you have is email, then again, full honesty, there's a lot of other things you can use, right?
Right.
You're collecting his email, then there's MailChimp, there's a gazillion options to use out there. But as soon as you're also collecting a phone number, you really want to do a lot more than just send emails. And at that point, you want to start calling them, you want to start texting them, you want to start doing a lot of other things. And to have all of that integrated in a way that's easy to use. And if you have a team of people, being able to actually have visibility on what those people are doing. Like I have a ton of people that have referral partners and different things, and they're generating leads for their referral partners. And they're just loving that they can actually go in and actually see what their referral partners are doing, right? That's something that they haven't been able to do before. It sounds commonsensical now, but they just haven't had visibility. So yeah, I think there's absolutely in the affiliate space, anyone who's collecting phone numbers would absolutely love this.
Perfect. Yeah. Okay. So I'll have a look at it and get back to you about it then.
Absolutely. And by the way, so the last thing I'll mention before, if you have a lot of people in the affiliate marketing space, then not only would they like to use the tool, they might like to sell the tool, right? So our commission structure is actually a 2-tier structure. So when you bring them on, you're also going to be making money off of their sales. So here's how that works. So we pay you 50% commission for life on anybody you bring in. Okay. Then for anyone that your referrals refer, we get 50% of the first payment. So that means I actually lose money the first month of anybody joining me. Okay, I make no money. I actually lose on all the messaging costs and the setup. But I also know that the retention on this is fantastic. So it's absolutely fine and everybody wins, right? You're gonna make money you're gonna make more money than I'm going to make on the people you bring to me directly. If they bring other people, you're also gonna make a cut of that, and it's easy money because you didn't have to do anything at that point, right? They worked for you and you got some money out of it. So yeah, everybody wins, man. It's all right.
Yeah, perfect. Okay then. Yeah, I think it's really interesting, and I'll have a look at it.
Absolutely.
All right. Okay, perfect. So yeah, I think have you got anything else?
I think if you feel satisfied with the questions, and as long as you
perfectly. Thank you. You answered everything perfectly.
Hitting me up with any questions that you might have along the way, then I feel happy about this, right?
Definitely.
Yeah, absolutely. So cool. Have a happy Monday, bro. It's been really a great pleasure to talk to you.
Same here. Thank you, and you too. Have a great Monday. Thank you.
All right,
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.